Good morning. I'm Amity Pickeral. I've been a member of the Libertarian Party since 2013. I became a lifetime member in 2022 when the abortion plank was removed from our party platform. I'm the former secretary of the Chesterfield County LP, the former secretary of the LP of Central Virginia, and former vice chair of CD5 of the Commonwealth of Virginia. I am here to nominate Joshua Smith for President of the United States. Despite our hurdles as working and middle-class people for blue-collar candidate in raising enough funds for the pay-to-play straw poll, we believe in Josh, his message, and his charisma in getting that message out to the masses so much that we rallied in the 11th hour, grassroots, work boots on the ground effort to ensure you, the delegates, heard from him in the debate. So what's our primary value? Electability or messaging? There's an ongoing debate within the party about our mission. Is the message of liberty primary, as some may seem, or as a political party do we exist to get libertarians elected into office? This is a false dichotomy. We must do both, of course. But perhaps the better question is, why do we want to spread the message of liberty or get libertarians elected to office? What is the ultimate goal? These are both means. What is the end? The answer is simple: to create a freer country, which these two tools, elections and messaging, is the stronger tool for creating liberty. Both of them are important, but messaging comes first. Without solid messaging, what are we even calling people to vote for? If we fail to win an election, we can and do work to create liberty in other ways. If we fail in our obligation to preach the gospel of individual rights, non-aggression, and the state as an enemy to these things, there will be no elected libertarians. There will be no libertarians in the next generation. For many of us here, people like Ron Paul spoke to our hearts and imaginations. We need a Ron Paul for the next potential generation of libertarians. This presidential campaign is a vital tool for capturing the imaginations of a country that is experiencing record levels of institutional distrust. And this is happening in a time in our country, especially with the next generation, has rejected the legacy regime media and is listening to radical messaging. We have a huge opportunity to shape the message of liberty and therefore the future of the country. Ready to admit that the federal government isn't part of the problem, but the whole problem. Who can take that message to our country and the world? With natural charisma, polished speech, and the ability to command a room, Joshua Smith is that person. Let's not squander this opportunity. I began reaching out to declared candidates last year with questions about issues I'm passionate about, that some may consider hot-button issues, but they're non-negotiable for me. I quickly came to the conclusion that Josh was the God-fearing, family-first, uncompromising candidate I would support. I stand with many others who have endorsed Josh for this nomination, including the Christian Caucus and the Pro-Life Caucus. Speaking of family first, I bet Josh has a really, really big dining room table. Despite all that room at his table, Josh will ensure the message gets out without a doubt that the state has no seat at his or any of our families' tables. Not to infringe on our educational decisions of our kids and grandkids, and not to infringe on our medical decisions. As a man of faith, Josh will be sure the FBI knows they are not welcome to infringe on our religious liberties by harassing us anymore in our churches and cathedrals. Josh is a candidate who will hold the COVID tyrants accountable for for deeming us unessential with their lockdown and inflationary spending policies and mandates, which virtually extinguished the middle class. But most importantly, Josh believes that if the government must exist, it should at least protect life, especially the most vulnerable among us. I'm nominating the only candidate who unashamedly proclaims that the non-aggression principle extends from the womb to the tomb. It is the greatest honor of my libertarian tenure thus far to stand on this stage with the next libertarian candidate for President of the United States, Joshua Smith.
Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Look, you guys know me. I sat on the LNC for at least 2 terms. I've been involved in this party for 10 years. I'm not an interloper. I'll be involved in this party 10 years down the road, whether I get the nomination or not. This is home for me. This is home for you. This is where we belong. We need a candidate that's going to go out there and tell them, we're going to end the Fed. We need a candidate that's going to go out there and say, we're going to end the needless bloodshed around the world at the hands of American foreign policy. We need a candidate that's going to restore some sanity to our once great nation. Period. That's it. Nothing less. All of our rights, all of the time. Enough already. Thank you so much. I look forward to working with you all.